ridiculous, sickening work ethic. It's my shit right there. That's what I do. I gotta do it. Gotta do it. That's how I gotta be. Always. Ridiculous, sickening work ethic. So yeah, I was just telling the girl how like, you know, I got so much love for the hood, cause it's like, back in the day, you know, in my days, whatever, let me stop, but you know, in my childhood, whatever, it's like, you know, the church and the hood was very intertwined, you know. I wouldn't say grew up, but kind of grew up on the south side of Chicago in a sense, like, but not grew up, but just, you know, every summer. So it wasn't like, you know, it was like, not a second home, but like I don't even say a third home, but you know, like, one of those places I went to consistently, if not more often, at least, you know, every summer basically. I mean, for years, you know. Probably every year up until I was like, you know, maybe 17, 18, maybe probably like 20 something, but you know, more so like when I was younger. But we went back, you know, obviously like a lot, but on Christmas I was there. But I just mean, you know, like for real, just, you know, smack dab in the middle of the hood, you know what I mean? But also, you know, like you know, like, I don't know if the tourist areas, you know, that type of stuff too, but yeah, back in the day, you know, at least then it was like, you know, the church in the hood was very, or, you know, the streets, whatever, was very intertwined, like, you know, prophet, I mean, like, was like, you know, knew the, you know, kingpin or whatever. I don't know, like, you know, the language and stuff like that. You know, like the kingpin or whatever. You know, the gangs, whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like, but I hear that's what, you know. This kind of politics, but Clinton did the mass incarceration, whatever. You know, kind of stimulated it. It was already involved, but, you know, stimulated it. So all those, you know, gang leaders, you know, like pure, you know, leaders, like, you got locked up, so kind of changed it a lot. So, but I grew up, you know, like when the streets and the church was very, you know, intertwined and stuff like that. So it's like, word. And just growing up in church, you know, you meet a lot of hood niggas, you know what I mean? Just, you know, like, as a youngin', you know, obviously, you know, their parents or their mother, whatever, you know, bring them to church, so, you know what I'm saying? They might, you know, stray away from it, but yeah, like, you meet a lot of hood folk in the church, you know what I mean? So, that's kind of how I got introduced to this. And then just, you know, schools and stuff, so that's the thing. I want to, you know, homeschool my kids. I want the girl to go to homeschooling because she's, you know, I'm just gonna, you know, speak into existence, but I know she a straight A student, straight up. Like, you know, if that ain't changed, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about now, but she better be still straight A, so I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? You know, like, pretty much though, the straight A students, you know, work for the C students, but she's a special one, you know. She's a very, like, you know, what she puts her mind to, she can, you know, she's able to. So she's not just, you know, book smart in a stupid way. You know what I mean? Stop. You know what I mean? But she's book smart because she puts her mind to it. So when she puts her mind to the business world and business and shit like that, you know, she's just able to, you know, she's able to get what she wants straight up. And that's the way her brother is too, but that's the way I am as well. So, you know, we mesh very well, and I like our dynamic a lot, you know. So, and yeah, you know, she grew up, you know, low income, so it's like, but first generation, I don't even say what, but I mean, just, you know, so people, you know, like that, I just say, you know, but come to America, whatever, you know, to make a better way for their children. So grew up low income or whatever, but gonna straight up change the world and even, you know, beyond have major funds, you know what I mean, but just just straight up, you know, impact this world, you know, in a God-fearing way, dramatically. And that's what, you know, also I encourage her, and, you know, I make sure, you know, she does and stays on that course and stays on that mission and stays on that, you know, that purpose and stays on that that road, you know. So, you know, I like to say pray for it, meaning pray for me, you know, pray for it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, just sometimes I hear people's prayers, some people's prayers, you know, you don't want to pray for you. So, I mean, just if you got the prayers, you know, we need, then it's like, you know, for sure. But other than that, it's like, you know, we gonna win. And that's what this channel's about too, you know, encouraging folk to win, because, you know, we can all win. You know what I mean? And it's like, regardless if all of us can win, you know, if you're watching this channel, you probably, you know, are a winner. And it's like, you're probably gonna win, and I can almost guarantee that. But you really gotta, you know, stay tuned and, you know, stay focused and hone in on that, because, you know, we about, you know, serious, you know, work ethic over here, and it's about, you know, allowing that money to work for you and you not working for the money. But, you know, when you work for the money, but also after you work for the money, you know, putting that money to work. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And then just, you know, whatever you do, just do it to the fullest, you know, so it don't have to be, you know, quote unquote, like, you know, one of my employers, whatever you want, at one point, it was like, you're not a go-getter, but in that time, I was a go-getter like a motherfucker. I just wasn't going to get the shit for you. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I've always had a, well, I don't know about always, but, you know, I always had a serious work ethic, especially in my latter days, you know, my older days. But, you know, it just wasn't like, you know, perceived as that all the time, because I wasn't trying to, you know, work for the man or, you know, trying to do stuff like that. But I always, you know, was going after what I wanted, you know, so working for what I really desired, you know, so the work ethic is impeccable. And now it's just time, like I said in the first video, to monetize. You know, it's time to, you know, do what I gotta do to provide for that family. You know what I'm saying? I got them seeds up in me, so, you know, I'm gonna plant them. So, yeah. So I pray for that. I mean, so, amen. I mean, for real. So, holla at your boy, Uno.